Well, hi everyone. We're here in Ohio on a beautiful day. Blue sky.
Finally.
Blue sky. No rain. It's been raining for 2 years in Ohio and Kentucky.
At least.
But here we are. Look at all those wonderful kids behind us. They're part of our VBS test program for our Mystery Island VBS for 2020, but that's really not the reason that we wanted to share something special with you, because we are partnering with Children's Hunger Fund. I have with me here Stacia, who's very much involved in our VBS program, and we partnered with Children's Hunger Fund through our VBS to provide millions, how many million meals to underprivileged children around the world?
So since 2014, our VBS kids who have used the Missions Moment with Children's Hunger Fund have brought in over 6.3 million meals for hungry children around the world. Yep.
Now, the interesting thing is Children's Hunger Fund is able to provide a meal for 25 cents.
Yep.
And so millions of children around the world have been fed because of our VBS program. But many people mightn't realize this, and I'm just going to watch my own Facebook Live here and follow along with some of your comments. But many people mightn't realize there are actually millions of children who are going hungry in America.
Right here in the U.S., right.
This summer, they're no longer in school. They can't participate in the lunch program, for instance, where many of them are subsidized because they just don't have the money to buy food. And Children's Hunger Fund provides not only physical food, but spiritual food. And we're encouraging you, our supporters, those of us involved in Answers in Genesis, to support their program. What's their program in America called?
It's called Summer of Hope. The Summer of Hope, right, this year. And their desire is to provide 1 million meals to hungry children just here in the United States.
And to provide 1 million meals, they need people to support at 25 cents a meal.
1 quarter equals a meal. So
1 quarter equals a meal.
Think of all those quarters that you've got in your pockets, or you've got laying on your dresser, or you've got in your quarter jar somewhere. Dig those out, and those can go to provide 1 meal for each quarter. Provides 1 meal for a hungry child.
Now we have a special link that we're going to pin in the comments here, and tell us what that link is.
children'shungerfund.org/AIG.
children'shungerfund.org/AIG. Think about this: for every $1, that's 4 meals you can provide for hungry children in America.
And one of the great things about Children's Hunger Fund, like you already mentioned, is that not only are they providing physical food, but Children's Hunger Fund partners with local churches in local areas, and the pastors go out and provide those meals in what they call food packs to these children and these families. So not only are they giving them physical food, but they're also presenting the gospel to them, trying to welcome them into their churches and getting them to a place where they can share salvation with them and disciple them and let them know who Jesus is.
So physical food and spiritual food, and they work with the church,
right? And
they want to provide 1 million meals for hungry children in America. Now, through our VBS program, we've partnered, as we said, with Children's Hunger Fund, and
since 2014.
Actually, the children will bring along a quarter,
right,
or more than 1 quarter. And to date, since 2014, the children, like these children here at this VBS, have provided 6.3 million miles, I was going to say. That's because I fly too much. 6.3 million meals for underprivileged people in other countries. But this summer, they also want to provide 1 million meals for hungry children in America.
In America, right.
And in our own backyard.
Through our current VBS, which is the Incredible Race, there's a Mission Moment part in there, and we've partnered with Children's Hunger Fund to do that, and they provide videos of children from around the world. So there's one from Ecuador, there's one from Romania, there's one from somewhere in Africa, I think it's Kenya in Africa, and they also spotlight a child right here in the U.S. So as you're going through the different continents for the Incredible Race, Children's Hunger Fund spotlights a child and a problem that would cause that child to be in poverty, to need a meal. And so it really helps connect the kids at your VBS with a hungry child, because they get to see the video, they get to know the story, and it's been really impactful. We've heard a lot of stories about kids who have gone out and set up a lemonade stand to raise money, or they've sold things. Some kids have, instead of accepting presents for their birthday, they've asked just for quarters for their friends from in order to donate to Children's Hunger Fund. And so it's been really, really impactful for the children who come to the VBS just to realize there's a lot of people out there that I could help with just a quarter. And so it's been really good.
And think about it. You know, there's a lot of families in America that would think nothing about, oh, let's go to McDonald's. What if they skipped McDonald's and said, we're not going to have this meal. We'll fast. Fast for a meal. Or we won't get near as much as what we normally do. And let's put that amount of money into the Children's Hunger Fund to provide meals for hungry children in America. And so we encourage you to go to that link, children'shungerfund.org/AIG.
Right.
And for every quarter, 25 cents, that's a meal. A meal pack that they provide. And they'll deliver it with spiritual food as well as physical food. They work through the church, through the local church.
Right.
And think about it. If you donate $1, that's 4 meals. If you donate $20, that's 80 meals.
And the last time that you asked people, the supporters, to donate, it was for Hurricane Harvey, I think it was, and people from AIG donated over $200,000 for people that were affected by that hurricane.
That's true.
And Children's Hunger Fund was able to take those donations and go into the local churches and partner with them and get food out to people and supplies out to people that were affected by that. So. And
Children's Hunger Fund told me that all of that money we raised actually went
goes right to the
to those people who are in need.
Yep.
And so I just can't urge you enough. You know, we take it for granted a lot of times. Even just driving to the church here in Ohio, I passed how many fast food places? And restaurants, and we just take that for granted. But there are millions of people in America who go hungry.
Especially, like you said, especially during the summer when kids are out of school, they don't have access to those free or reduced lunches. And breakfast, a lot of schools provide breakfast and lunch and sometimes aftercare, and so they don't have access to that. And so they're going to go hungry this summer. And so Children's Hunger Fund really wants to get that Summer of Hope going and provide 1 million meals to hungry children right here in the U.S.
So I urge you to become a part of the Summer of Hope program and partner with us, with Children's Hunger Fund. You know, we love to support other missions that are out there proclaiming the gospel and providing certain needs for people. And there are millions of children that actually go hungry in America. Think about what you can do as a family and talk about it. Maybe, you know, even sitting down for devotions and talk about what the Bible says about helping the poor and those in need. And then talk about 1 quarter could provide a meal for a hungry child. And to see what you can do to even sacrificially give, because we want to really help this. That's what we do at VBS. It's interesting, one of our supporters said here, what a wonderful example for these children to follow. I pray it impacts their lives exceedingly abundantly. And it's true, because our VBS programs, we have that special place where they can then give a quarter towards a meal, and 6.3 million meals. Children like this have supplied to underprivileged people around the world. And we continue to do that. But this summer, there's an extra program. This is another program. This one is a Summer Hope program, especially for children in America who are going hungry this summer. Talk to your own children about that and
I've been reading
what
through
you
the
can do to
Proverbs
raise some money
lately.
for that.
Yeah, I've been reading through the Proverbs lately, and it talks a lot about helping the poor and how when we do help the poor, we're giving to God essentially, because He's the maker of all of us. We're all made in His image, and so what we do to fellow image bearers reflects on their Creator. And so giving to the poor is a way for us to glorify God and to proclaim Him to people.
Exactly. I love the way you put that, Stacia. Well, we're going to sign off, but I encourage you to go to the link. We've actually got it pinned in there in the comments, children'shungerfund.org/AIG, and go there. And why don't you share it with others? Share this post with as many people as you can and say, please watch this, and please help us feed some hungry people, hungry children in America this summer through this particular program with Children's Hunger Fund, through the Summer of Hope program. Only 1 quarter provides a meal. Surely we can provide hundreds of thousands of meals. And in fact,
if not a million,
yeah, they want to provide 1 million meals. That's $250,000 for 1 million meals. I mean, think about that.
Right.
That is absolutely Incredible. Did I get my math right there? I think I did,
Yeah,
didn't I?
yep.
So,
Divided by 4.
25 cents a meal for every dollar. That's 4 meals. So for $250,000, that's 1 million meals for hungry children.
And they take, when the local pastors go in, they take what's called a food pack, and it has about 12 meals in it. And so they take that box, a food pack, and give it to the family. So we're not just giving one meal, you're providing 12 meals with it, in the food pack. And like I said, they give them the gospel, they invite them to church, they network with them. You know, it's not just a drop and run kind of thing. They're in for the long haul. Those local pastors are in for the long haul.
Well, there we are. You know, we can't do everything that's needed to be done in the world, but we can partner with others so that we can reach out in all sorts of different ways. And we're thrilled to be able to partner with Children's Hunger Fund and to be able to, as a result of that, provide meals for children. We do it through the VBS for children all around the world, and now we're asking people during this summer, so the Summer of Hope program, give what you can. $1 provides 4 meals, 25 cents a meal. What a wonderful opportunity.
Maybe you work with your kids to do chores, or you know, extra pulling weeds or something extra for the
pay them
kids,
a quarter for this
and let
a
the
quarter
kids
for that,
donate
and then let them donate it, so that they can say we've provided some meals for these hungry children. Wonderful idea. Well, there we are. Again, encourage you to go to the link children'shungerfund.org/AIG, and we're signing off.